Three is Kareem. I was very excited that Kareem was in the top three because just like I say about Roger Staubach, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the least appreciated great player in the history of the NBA. Greetings and salutations and welcome to the Odd Coaches Podcast. I am your host and flying solo today like Stephen A., Dr. Keith Adams, and on today's Wind Up Wednesday edition, NBA Top 100 of all time. The list came out. Kind of want to talk about it a little bit. NCAA Tournament expansion. Want to give my thoughts and ideas on that. And the WNBA at the All-Star break. So let's go ahead and get to it. So Bleacher Report did a top 100 players of all time. Now, a few years ago, my tag team partner and I, Coach Mike Franchise Francis, and I went through the NBA top 75, and we had some agreements, some disagreements. But I want to give you the top five, and then I kind of want to jump around. So number one, Michael Jordan. Got no problem with Michael Jordan. Number two was LeBron James. I'm not a LeBron hater. I don't understand why there's so much negative energy around LeBron. I mean, it's the guy has been a model citizen 22, 23 years. Three is Kareem. I was very excited that Kareem was in the top three because just like I say about Roger Staubach, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the least appreciated great player in the history of the NBA. Number four is Magic Johnson, and Magic is catching up with Kareem in terms of not being appreciated for his greatness. And then five, Bill Russell. You want a champion, it's Bill Russell. Okay. So now the first real crazy thing was Kobe being 11th. It's so sad that he's not here, but Kobe was a dog. And you got Shaq, you got Duncan, you got Bird, you got Wilt, you got Steph, and then Kobe's 11. I don't know how you don't have Kobe in the top 10, but that's a conversation for another time. They had Akeem at 12. I like that. I like KD at 13 and Oscar at 14. My man, Dr. J, I am a Philadelphia 76ers 1983 world champion guy, Andrew Toney, Bobby Jones, Moses, Maurice Cheeks. I love Dr. J, and he's the guy I tried to do everything like on the court. But I want to give some other players the notes. Father of the Year, Karl Malone, was 22. That's an inside reference. Isaiah Thomas, the Detroit Pistons legend, was 27. Scottie Pippen's 28. Steve Nash is 35. Bob Cousy, 37. And I say Bob Cousy like that because JJ Redick and a lot of other people, including my tag team partner, Franchise Francis, just not a fan of Bob Cousy. We'll just say it that way. George Mikan, 44. Dominique Wilkins was 50. Kyrie, 69. Draymond Green's 88. And Draymond, he's a very, very good player. We're not going to disrespect this player, but don't get on Cooper Flag about not playing summer league games. There's nothing to equate with summer league and regular season load management. So a little bit about the top 100. What do you guys think? So we're going to put some polls out on social media, but again, just had to share my thoughts on the top 100. And when we get back in segment two, I'm going to share my thoughts on NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament expansion. Should we expand? Should we keep it at 64, 68? We'll find out. I'll be right back on the Odd Coaches Podcast. Hi, everyone. Dr. Keith Adams here. And for over 30 years, I've dedicated my life to helping student athletes succeed, not just on the fields and the courts, but in the classroom and beyond. And that's why I founded the CKA Save Project.
The CKA Save Project understands that finding the balance between academics and athletics is crucial for long-term success. That's why the CKA Save Project offers a range of programs, including personalized consulting, mentorship, and coming in 2027, our innovative Gap Year Basketball Academy designed to assist both young men and women reach their full potential both on and off the court. I'm incredibly excited to announce that the CK Save Project is now partnering with the Cascade Sports Network. This partnership will allow us the opportunity to amplify our message and reach even more student athletes through the Odd Coaches podcast and other exciting initiatives. Join the CKA Save Project and the Cascade Sports Network as we empower the next generation of student athletes. Visit CKA on the web at www.ckasaveproject.org to learn more. Let's work together to find the balance and help unlock your potential.
Welcome back to the Odd Coaches podcast. And in segment 2, I want to talk a little bit about NCAA tournament expansion. So one, who are going to get these extra bids? So this is the biggest question that people want. And it's really going to be a bunch of second-tier Power 5 schools. They're looking at expanding to 72, possibly 76 teams. And if the breakdown took place, ACC, Big East, Big 10, Big 12, and SEC would more likely get 75% of the bids, and 25% of the bids will go to all other conferences. So we're really not doing anything. How's the bracket going to be built? More likely than not, you've got 60 or 68 teams receiving something like a bye. With the 76-team field, only 52 would receive such buys. So you're probably going to have an area like Dayton, as they do, and then maybe someplace out west, so the travel wouldn't be that bad. So when would you play? Selection Sunday is Selection Sunday. So you got to turn that around and make it Tuesday, Wednesday. So then the Tuesday folks can play on Thursday and the Wednesday folks can play on Friday. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I know expansion's coming. It's been talked about. And the argument they use is only a small percentage of teams make the postseason, but you are going to water down the product. So in my opinion, let's have a neutral site in Dayton and a neutral site out west, and have the 11 and 12 teams play each other, as opposed to the one bidders. I don't want the one bidders playing. Let the one bidders be 16s. Okay. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. So when we get back in segment 3, a lot going on with WNBA. Just kind of want to share my thoughts on those, and we'll be right back on the Odd Coaches Podcast.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Keith Adams, and for years, I've witnessed the struggles student athletes face on how to truly balance the demands of academics and athletics. It's a question that I have dedicated my life to answering. That's why I wrote Finding the Balance, my personal journey to academic and athletic success. It's more than just a book. It is my personal journey, and it is filled with hard-earned lessons from decades as a coach, educator, and now president of the CKA Save Project. Inside, you will find practical advice, real-life stories, and a clear roadmap to help student athletes, coaches, and parents navigate the complex world of balancing sports and education. And now I am thrilled to bring this message to a wider audience as a proud member of the Cascade Sports Network. We're partnering to amplify these crucial conversations about student athlete success. I believe Every student athlete deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential, both on and off the court and the field. You can purchase your copy directly from our website at www.cascadesafeproject.org. Join me and the Cascade Sports Network as we work together to help every student athlete succeed.
Welcome back to the Eye Coaches Podcast. In segment 3, we got the WNBA at the All-Star break. So, top teams in WNBA right now: Minnesota Lynx, New York Liberty, Phoenix Mercury, Seattle Storm, and the Atlanta Dream. On the outside looking in, Indiana Fever, and Caitlin's got to get healthy if you want to, make that run. Washington Mystics has been playing very, very well. Las Vegas Aces have got to have a better second half of the season. And the team of the year right now is the Golden State Valkyries because they have put their roster together and they've done some amazing things. So we're going to root for them. Upcoming dates: August 7th is the WNBA trade deadline. September 11th, the regular season ends, and September 14th, the playoffs begin right when football starts. Some key changes to the 2025 WNBA playoffs. First round. The first round was switched to a 1-1-1 format where the higher seeds host games 1 and 2, and the lower seeds host game 3 if needed. The semifinals will remain best of 5, and the finals will be expanded to a best of 7 series, adopting the 2-2-1-1-1 format. But our story of the week: WNBA All-Star Game reaction. So I want to talk about Friday night first before I get to the All-Star Game itself, as well as the collective bargaining, jockeying for position, so to speak. So Sabrina Ionescu, congratulations. You entertained me. That 30-point shooting performance in the 3-point contest, awesome. I'm so pleased, so glad you were able to just showcase your skills. Also, shout out to the New York Liberty because you guys were the third WNBA team to sweep both the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. So we like that. Also, another shout out to Sonia Crichton from the local area of the Mystics. Thought you did very well in the contest, and Sabrina Ionescu providing you half of her prize money. That's good stuff. Now, let's get to Saturday night. So, the WNBA players were united and they wore a shirt that said, "Pay us what you owe us." Social media goes crazy. You got people supporting them, you've got people mad at them. Um, I'm looking at it from this perspective. Yes, they deserve more money, 100%. A lot of you don't know how math works, and the current deal that they have is not going to be the next deal that they get. So, since you're anticipating a better deal, they've got to get a better piece of the pie. Right now, they get a very small percentage of the pie. With the WNBA seeing great growth, including a new $2.2 billion media deal, expansion fees, $250 million. All the players want is a salary structure that gives them a better piece of the pie. That's it. So the union is using social media and they're even selling those t-shirts online. Breanna Stewart um, told reporters that the meeting could have gone better, but they spent a lot of time doing introductions and not a lot of time talking about it. And the All-Star break and the All-Star game was a great opportunity to have people together. Nafisia Collier has to be reminded as the leader that not everybody has the same financial opportunities that you do, and management tends to stay stronger than labor. So it's something to keep in mind, and also try to avoid any work stoppages. Just try to avoid it because it's hard to get viewership in the first place. And if you drop viewership for whatever reason, it's going to be hard to get that momentum back. It's just going to be hard. But you deserve more. And the owners should be very, very mindful that you got new money coming in. Well, let's be more mindful of the players. And with that, as we close, I love the TBT. Watching those TBT games are awesome. Shout out to Shell Shocked. I'm a Maryland fan, friend of the show, Nico. I'm sorry, Coach Nima Ovabarde is one of the people working with Shell Shock. Coach Nima has been on the show on numerous occasions. One of my favorite people. So good luck, Terps. Go Shell Shocked and enjoy the Elam ending. And let's learn some time and score, folks. Once you get that Elam ending, stop taking bad shots. So, on behalf of all of our Cavalcade of Stars, I'm Dr. Keith Adams saying thank you for listening and or watching the Coaches Podcast, also seen on the Cascade Sports Network. And we will see you on the sidelines. Until next time, take care.
The Coaches Podcast is sponsored by the CKA Save Project. The CKA Save Project is an industry leader in providing student-athlete academic and athletic support. From assessing student-athletes' academic and athletic skills, to measuring and monitoring student-athlete academic progress, to improving student-athlete time management and organizational skills, the CKA Save Project provides wraparound services for student-athletes from middle school through college. For more information, visit us on the web at www.ckasaveproject.org or schedule a free consultation with Dr. Keith Adams by emailing cka@ckasaveproject.org. We hope you enjoyed today's show. The Odd Coaches Podcast drops new episodes every Tuesday through Friday on most weeks. Make sure you subscribe to the Odd Coaches Podcast on Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow the Odd Coaches Podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Odd Coaches. Follow Dr. Adams on Twitter and Instagram at CKA Save Project. In addition, follow Coach Mike Francis on Twitter and Instagram at Coach Franchise, spelled Coach Franchize. For more information about the CKA Save Project, please visit them on the web at www.ckasaveproject.org. See you next time on the Odd Coaches Podcast.